See that little shiny piece of metal there? That's holding the glove box door shut on the wagon. It's functional, but I am very tired of looking at it. So let's finally replace the glove box door once and for all. The door's internal latch had been broken sometime in the past, way before I owned the wagon. The handle has been flopping around and the latch tabs on the side are stuck in. The previous owner held the door closed with a few strips of hook and loop. This worked okay, except for the summertime, where the heat undid all the sticky stuff that held the hook and loop in place. My temporary fix was to put a sliding tab in that held the door up. But enough temporary fixes. It's time for a real fix. Unfortunately, the latch handle mechanism is not replaceable separately from the door, so the whole door has to be replaced. There are only a few tools you will need for this replacement: a pocket screwdriver, a straight pick, vice grips or just regular pliers, long and short T20 Torx bits, and an optional bit driver. If you have not done so already, remove any items stored in the glove box. The whole glove box assembly needs to be removed to replace the door. Start with removing the glove box light. Use the pocket screwdriver to pry up the far side and work the light out. Be careful of the switch tab on the light when removing. Disconnect the electrical connector from the light and tuck it in through the hole. Now for the glove box itself. There are 5 bolts on the inside of the glove box and 2 bolts on the bottom side. One of my bottom side bolts is missing completely. Must not be that important. Once all 7 bolts have been removed, the entire glove box will come out of the dash. It's time for the main event, removing the door from the glove box. Start with the control gear on the side. There is a T20 Torx bolt that holds it in place. Remove the 2 pins on each hinge for the door. Work the door off the glove box, carefully removing the arms from the slides. Preceding the installation of the new door, the lock cylinder needs to be transferred from the old door to the new door. Looking underneath the handle, we can see the lock cylinder is held in place by 4 plastic tabs. Use a pocket screwdriver to bend these tabs back enough for the lock cylinder to slide out. The older the door is, the more likely the tabs will break off, like mine have. I wish you good luck. I found it helps to keep some pressure on the back side of the lock cylinder to prevent the tabs from falling back in place. And at this point is when hit the fan. Learn from my mistakes, you'll be much happier. When all the plastic tabs were loose, the pressure I had on the back side of the lock cylinder shot the cylinder out like a bullet. The cylinder went flying. The internals flew out into oblivion. Some choice words were said that can't be spoken on daytime television. All of this could have been avoided if I had been prepared to catch the lock cylinder in the first place. Somehow, I managed to recover all of the internal pieces except for one teeny tiny spring. Because of this, I left out the last lock pin when reassembling the cylinder. Before reinstalling the springs, install the lock pins in varying orders until the correct order is found. The outside of the lock cylinder should be smooth when the key is fully inserted. Once the correct order is determined, install the springs for each pin. Compress the pins down and insert the key. This will prevent any further surprises when reinstalling. Installation of the lock cylinder to the new door is simple. Slide the lock in with the same orientation as it was removed until all 4 plastic tabs click in place. Rotate the key to ensure the proper operation of the lock cylinder. Installing the new glove box door is the reverse of the removal. Line up the arms and the hinges. Reinstall the pins to the hinges. Reinstall the control gear. At this point, it is a good idea to verify that the door moves freely with the box. Slide the glove box assembly back into the dash and reinstall all 7 bolts. Reinstall the glove box light, being careful of the switch tab. Lastly, verify the glove box door functions properly. This is Rooster, and it's time to put my gloves away. See you around.